Hey y'all, welcome to Kamira's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious baked chicken wings with a little gravy on top. If you ask me, baked chicken is one of those easy go-to meals. It's always going to do it for me. It's reliable. You can change it up and season it different ways. And that little gravy can be used not only on the chicken, but also on your rice or your mashed potatoes because we're really going to do it after the chicken is already cooked. Now, guys, I have me some wings here. I'm going to be using like 2.5 packages of these chicken wings. So that's going to end up being about 4 pounds. You can season your chicken any way you want, but this seasoning combination is bomb. I have ranch seasoning, some poultry seasoning, buttery seasoning, some seasoned salt, y'all. I'm also going to use some onions, peppers, and garlic, and of course, some butter, baby. Y'all know I love some butters. In the comments, I want you all to tell me what is your favorite way to prepare baked chicken. Do you make it with a sauce? What seasonings do you love to use? And maybe you have a little combination that I have not tried. I would love to try one of your recipe suggestions. So y'all light up that comment section with your favorite baked chicken recipes. So I'm going to start off here by cutting my peppers into some slices. These vegetables are not just going to roast and become very delicious while they're being baked with the chicken. They're also going to season the broth that is going to be made with the chicken drippings. That in turn is going to flavor up the gravy so that we have a really delicious gravy. So I'm going to use some red onion as well as take out my aggression on that garlic, y'all. I love smashing garlic. Not only does it make it easier to peel, but it releases, those juices and like the flavor of the garlic. Once I have all my vegetables prepped, I'm going to season up this chicken, okay? So I have some olive oil. Of course, that's going to help our seasoning stick. I'm going to use about a tablespoon of Poultry Magic. If you do not have this specific poultry seasoning, you can use any poultry seasoning that you like. Choose one that's based with garlic powder, onion powder, and some herbs and maybe a little paprika, but not overly salty. Now, I know this says a buttery steakhouse seasoning, but guys, I love this on chicken. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons. It has a really rich, buttery flavor. If you don't have this, then just use garlic powder, onion powder, pepper. Okay, use whatever other seasoning you want. I know this says ranch seasoning blend, but this is really good on baked chicken. And I'm going to use about 1.5 tablespoons all over my meat. And for my salt factor, I'm going to use this all-purpose seasoning. This is just basically a seasoning salt. I'm going to use this to taste just like I would salt. Once I mix this, of course, I'm going to put a little paprika on for some color because y'all know that Rika don't taste like nothing. Don't taste like nothing, but it is going to add a little bit of color. I'm going to place my chicken to the side for a few minutes just so it can come to room temp, about 30 minutes or so. And then I am going to take a baking sheet with some foil. I'm going to spray a little olive oil on it just to make sure everything doesn't stick. I'm going to place down all of my vegetables and mix them together well. I actually forgot to put one of my favorite seasonings on my chicken and vegetables, and you're going to see me add it to the veggies just so it can season the broth and things like that. So I love to use some green seasoning. It's basically just a mix of various herbs and spices blended up. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons to the vegetables. I pre-make this, then I freeze it, and then I thaw it, and that way I always have it on hand. So I'm just going to mix some of this. If you don't have this mixture, then you can just toss in some rosemary and some chopped parsley. That will give a similar effect. Now guys, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I was planning to do some chicken Jenga to get all this chicken up on this baking sheet. It was honestly too tight, but you know how when it starts baking, the chicken will shrink a bit. We just gonna have to go with that, okay? Because I wasn't about to do 2 pans, and we're gonna make it fit. And I added about 1 tablespoon or 2 of green seasoning on top of my chicken for flavor as well. Now, y'all know melanated people love the melanated meat. So, baby, I'm going to go in with some extra paprika to make sure I got the color that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to cut up some salted butter and put it on top. I'm going to put it all over. Not only will this naturally baste the chicken, but that butter is going to help my chicken brown up and give the pan juices a really good flavor. Now, if you guys already know this food is going to come out delicious, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other recipes you would love to see on this channel. I have the oven preheated to 375 degrees. I'm going to cook this. Initially, I'm going to cook it for about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to go in there and I'm going to just, take the pan juices and brush my chicken, and I'm going to put it back in, and I'm going to allow it to cook for at least 20 more minutes. So you can really, cook your chicken wings for a while if you want them to be like fall off the bone. You can just cook them so they're a bit more firm. It's really up to you. I pretty much always end up cooking chicken wings anywhere from 50 minutes to 1 hour. Because of how much skin and fat is on the wings, they're very hard to dry out, especially when you're cooking them with these vegetables. But y'all see how beautiful these wings are looking. And really, you could eat them just like they are. But I'm going to make this delicious gravy to go with them. So I'm going to drain off all of those juices, and I'm going to put my pan on a stove. I'm going to use a little bit of this brown gravy. This is a low sodium one. I've mixed about 2 tablespoons of the mix just with a little bit of water. That's going to add a nice little flavor to the gravy, but the gravy already got, a good taste on it. I want to put a little bit more salt, so I'm just going to add a pinch of seasoning salt to taste. And then I wanted mine a bit thicker. You can actually have a thin gravy if you want. So what I did was mix together about a teaspoon of cornstarch with a little bit of water. And then I just mix it together, and then I just added a little bit of extra water until the gravy became the consistency that I wanted. As you mix it, you got to just whisk really quickly to make sure you don't have any lumps. And when my gravy gets to the point where it coats the back of the spoon, that is when I know that I have the perfect texture. In total, this is only going to take you about 5 or 6 minutes to make. Now, if you want, you don't have to cover your chicken with the gravy, but I'm going to pour mine right on over, honey, okay? Then I'm going to leave a little bit extra at the side just for some mashed potatoes, for a little bit of rice. Y'all let me know in the comments if you are going to make this chicken wing recipe. These chicken wings are absolutely delicious. With the gravy, it just takes it over the top. I know I'm going to see you next time in Kamira's Kitchen. Goodbye, y'all, and God bless.